Achan here. They stay on the ground. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. And you look at this Saints defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Second and 9 now. Finding room at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. This defense for the Saints, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Back to the ground, Achan. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Here is 3rd and 5.
That's the gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
At the 24-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That ball caught by Harrison. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin on the ground here with Abanikanda. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Back to throw here.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Brevin Jordan.
Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Touchdown, Philadelphia!
Devon Achane
with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Jalen Carter in on that tackle. From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 9.
They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
They'll try and throw for it here.
To the right side and intercepted.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Wilson snags it left side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Up the middle, Achane.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
An audible here to get a new look.
It's fourth down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Running left, Achane.
Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30.
65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 4.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harrison. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. A run straight ahead with Achane.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
That is caught.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
He'll drop to throw.
Throw caught by Achane. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. He's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 6 yards away.
And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
And this is caught on the sideline. And he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? 33 yards that time. They're going to look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Saints 14.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Abanikanda once again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Here is 3rd down and 4. And now they'll shift things around. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now back to throw. He completes it to Olave. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Israel Abanikanda, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. He goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Running right, here's Achane. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Again, it's Achane. He'll get this down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Caught by Wilson. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On the handoff, it's Achane. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. A give left side. Here's Achane. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the 1st down against our defense by that decision.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down and 8.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Harrison. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Now they'll change things up.
Back to throw.
And this one taken in by Olave.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
This 2nd and 4.
He'll look to throw.
That's caught. This is Abanikanda.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Looking to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. On the handoff, Abanikanda. Loose inside the 30.
And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 6-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
But now he appears to be in some pain. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
He'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. The drive starts with a run from Achane.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. The swing thrown underneath to Achane. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And they'll give this to Achane. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. A run now from Achane. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 1st down. Here's Achane. And he's able to break out a 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. A look at the clock, 35 seconds to play. This is 2nd down. And now an audible here into something else. This is Achane. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is indeed good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they'll just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles. And that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing one jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out.